Oof. Feel that. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Here we are.
What's going on?
Another episode.
Oh,
Is this our fourth Good Willow Hunting or our
sixth?
Sixth. Wow.
Good Willow Hunting.
Six.
Because we did the Bill and
Bill and
Ted.
Ted's,
We did the
that's
Bill and
right.
Ted's double feature.
The double feature.
And then our first ones were Alien and Predator.
Predator.
Aliens and Predator.
Yeah.
And now we're in our second
Nothing
half of the
stopped
Val
those
Kilmer.
two. Nothing stopped Aliens and Predator so far.
Probably not. No.
So far, there's nothing I would take over Aliens right now.
Aliens is by far the best film we've reviewed.
So on this show,
Yes.
on Good Willow Hunting,
I would say that.
I'd say Aliens
Except with
is
maybe
on
the
top.
exception of the one we're about to do right now.
I love this movie. I got a DM from Cody. I was like, whoa. All right, this is going to be a hot one. So today we are talking the Zucker-Abrams Top Secret.
Top Secret. Now, okay, they're the ones that did Airplane.
Yes,
And
Naked
the
Gun.
movies.
Yep.
Where do you put Top Secret in the pantheon of their films?
Number one.
But it's not. You
It's
don't-
my favorite.
above Airplane.
Above it. I've laughed so hard.
That is fucking crazy.
I laughed so hard at this movie. I love everything about this
I tuck
movie.
it right under Airplane and
Above Naked Gun?
Above Naked Gun.
No, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? What is the matter with you?
It's so good.
Everybody's got a 12 gauge.
Everyone's if you ever had a surfboard too, you'd
The
see him-
grandmother was on a surfboard
old lady,
with a 12
the grandmother running with the 12 gauge. I still
towards the waves.
still cracks me up. The fact that there's little kids in that shot too, with these guys who are surfing, trying to shoot targets that are towards the people.
Oh. That's how the movie
That's
opens.
the opening. What I also love is right off the bat when what's his face, the fucking guy, that Omar Sharif
Yeah.
is wrestling with the Nazi. They both tumble over the same side of the train cart.
He smushes his
That was
face.
later. That was later.
That's right. That's
So they tumble over the same train cart, the same side, and then he's crawling back up from the other side. A second later, the bridge does no damage to him whatsoever. So dumb. Right off the bat, you have the guy drive up the motorcycle and then tie it like a horse in a Western. I mean,
So good.
and Cody, none of this did it for you.
Nothing.
Nothing.
I won't say nothing. I think I identified what I think the problem is.
Okay.
First and foremost, I think that I don't think that any of the song stuff works at all.
I
in
love
here.
the song stuff.
Everybody's got a 12.
I'm talking about the stretch where he's performing, and it's like a 10-minute stretch of time where he's
Love it.
performing those
Well,
songs.
what I love about the romantic song is the Jordanaires appear out of nowhere. And they stop him from killing himself throughout the song. Like there's just train tracks for no reason.
And there's a fireplace
An oven.
all everywhere.
Yeah, every time they fuck, there's a fireplace. Like
Even in the sky.
even in the sky, the fireplace is parachuting. Like what killed me though was that song about cheating. It was a song about cheating on his girlfriend, and it's how silly can you get? He's just downplaying breaking someone's heart so easy. How silly can you get? Like that was. I just love. They had to have that parody of the Elvis movies, right? And
so
that
good.
was. Man, I mean, come on. When
I know a little German.
He's sitting right over
Sitting
there.
over there.
God, I hated that joke so much.
Wait a minute. You guys.
Oh, come on.
I was dying when he's reading the
I
letter.
knew exactly what was going to happen as soon as that line was said.
Yes, it's
You
still
know
funny.
exactly
though.
what's going to
The way
happen.
the-
No, it's
the
He
just
way-
stands up. He's got lederhosen on. He's like,
The way the guy is so over the top German and how excited he is to see her. The way he smiles, like that's what sells it.
he could have been more German if he was eating German chocolate
Right,
cake.
he's
when
doing
he stood up.
chocolate cake, like, and then like what I also
fuck.
loved was in that same scene when he's reading. It kills me when he's reading the letter from the manager, and you hear that voiceover echo, and then the guy's just walking up to him with a megaphone. That was just saying it. That was so dumb, and that's what I love about it.
And he coughs, right?
Yeah, he coughed. Sorry, Nick. Like that's. That was man. I was. I, of course, as a kid, nothing floored me more than the band of old men trashing the stage after Tutti Frutti. Like that was when they all.
He's got the guitar.
Yeah, and then they all do that fucking. They're all just sitting there like in a line doing all the choreographed moves like that. That killed me.
And that Nazi castle just has fucking cows roaming around.
There's cows roaming around it. Oh man, it's.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so Cody, let's talk about Top Secret. Does it pick up for you at any point?
Are there any parts where you're like, okay, I'm kind of into this? Nothing?
I think the only parts that okay, so here's my theory on this. The physical stuff is occasionally funny.
Yes.
So like the sight gags,
Right.
like the stuff that really made me laugh was like when once they get to like the castle place, the guy like falling over and then shattering when he falls over is very funny.
Tremendous. When fucking, all right, come on. When Deja Vu is in the headlock and he's reaching and he tags in Chocolate
turns
Mousse.
into a wrestling match.
He's just, and he tags in. That kills me. He tags into Chocolate
And the
Mousse.
anal intruder did nothing.
Anal
for
intruder did nothing for you, Cody. The anal intruder scene didn't do anything.
No,
I
not
can't
really.
get my wife to orgasm. I've tried everything, Nick. Yeah. He just has
It's
a
got a
dildo
fist attachment.
in his fucking prison cell.
I did like the car compactor scene.
Oh,
was-
brilliant!
was
when
pretty
when
funny.
Omar Sharif is just in a compacted car like that, he somehow lived.
And
for that.
she's like trying to put oil in him.
Yeah,
and
the Hawaiian punch, and he gets the erection because her tit
the antenna goes up.
So, I mean, it's just here's the problem: is we saw this movie when we were both probably younger than 10.
I was probably 9
But
or
yeah,
8.
I think that so that is a good point because but illustrating my point is that I don't get the sense of that when I watch Naked Gun or Airplane.
Right.
And
You
I
just
think,
love it. They're just funny. It
yes,
just works.
because and here's why. Because Airplane and Naked Gun are not entirely reliant on sight gags.
Right, right.
A lot of what is funny about those movies is in the wordplay, is in the delivery of the lines themselves, the jokes that are written. And I think Top Secret fails at that completely because they don't have the commitment of the actors. Like, there's no Leslie Nielsen to like really deliver.
That's why I
those
put
great lines.
Airplane above.
I
Top
will
Secret
say-
because I think it is a better written film.
But I think
Right.
Naked Gun is way better than this.
See, what I love about Top Secret, but now I'll give you this. What's better, what Airplane did better is there's nothing in Top Secret with the white zone is for loading
Right.
and you know what I mean? Look, Betty, don't start in with your white zone shit again. Like that, that's not, or even when Peter Graves gets the phone call and they still page him, Doctor Over, I've got it. Like that was like that.
Or the Mayo Clinic.
The Mayo
And there's just a heart bouncing on the table.
Like, yeah, I will, but I loved how over the top, and I also love how experimental why have a backward scene, but they did
Yeah.
it, and then why have a fight scene in this underwater saloon?
Yeah.
They're just weird, but I loved how they just said fuck it, let's just have an entire
But
scene
you
that's
are
shot
correct.
backwards.
It is the most visual gag.
It is the
film.
most visual reliant on it, and I just think Val Kilmer is Jesus
plays it
Christ,
so straight.
He is so good. Like,
I don't
it's-
think
it's
he's
Leslie-
good in this at all.
Really?
I don't think
Oh,
he's
I
good in
think
it
he's
at
I
all.
think
great
it's
in
Leslie
this.
Nielsen level playing it straight.
he really like the scene when he's getting tortured and he's happy he's not in high school.
Yeah.
Is still so like, oh, thank God. He's just like, two guys are oh, thank God. Like,
I just don't think it's a committed performance for me.
really, I thought he
Yeah.
was so good in that. I really thought he
Because
just
he could have hammed it up and he didn't.
he just played the dumb Elvis guy so well. Like, just didn't have enough salt to last a lifetime. that was like stuff like that.
The one guy gets fucked by a
Cow
bull.
by the
I mean,
bull.
Come on.
It was, oh my God.
It's just and
The
it
torch.
seems like the most again like physical humor heavy, probably the most like juvenile of,
Yes.
of those
That's
movies
probably
that
why
I've
I liked
seen.
it.
Oh yeah, I know. I
Uh,
think so too. Like
Whereas again, I don't think that Airplane and Naked Gun necessarily check those boxes. So for me,
they
it
have
felt-
them, but they don't rely on them.
Right,
Yeah.
and this one felt entirely reliant on it. And again, I just didn't see not only the commitment to the performances, to the bits, but also just the writing is just not as good, not nearly as good for me. And I would say like one every like 10 jokes would hit, whereas Naked Gun and Airplane for me are like
They all
one
hit.
every
Well, I
three
think
jokes.
the reason I put Naked Gun below is because I saw the original Naked Gun series.
Yes,
And
Police Squad.
and the first the Police Squad. The first movie Naked Gun is just.
it
it's-
takes about 40% of the gags.
It's just you've already seen.
Yeah.
Once you've seen Police Squad, the series, you've seen basically the Naked
Yeah.
Gun as far as gags go.
Right.
Story's different, but gags are the same.
Yeah, that was like.
So that's why when I saw him, like I wasn't like.
That's why, because in Police Squad, that was one of my favorite gags ever. is when he's paying the guy for
he pays him
information,
back.
and then he pays like, he said, well, who was there? Why do you want to know? I don't know. My memory's kind of fuzzy. Well, maybe this will help.
And Frank makes
gives
$20 out of
he makes
he ends up making $20.
That was so stupid. But I love Top Secret. I saw it last night to prepare for this.
But I agree with Cody. Airplane to me is number one.
I don't know. God damn it. I go back and
I
forth.
just think it's a better written film. Just from the jokes like,
right.
I am serious, don't call me Shirley.
So it's great. Tremendous.
And see, Naked Gun is my number one. I like Naked Gun more than Airplane.
Look, that is the hardest I've ever laughed in a theater. Ever. Hands down. Is Naked Gun when he goes to take a piss and he forgets he has his mic on. He just keeps going and going and going.
I think I think one of the funniest things I've ever seen in a movie, period, is the Enrico Palazzo.
Oh, God,
Enrico Palazzo.
That him fucking up the anthem. That needs to be played at before every sporting event ever. That was and then okay, so one gag that they use both it kind of in Top Secret and in Naked Gun. It's far more subtle in Top Secret, but it's when he's at the ballet.
And he's stepping on the boners?
No. Well, the boners are great, but when I don't know if you noticed, but he's with all these dignitaries on the top balcony, and when he's looking at Hillary getting in trouble with the cop before he sees her, you just see these dressed to the nines people behind him pass down a hot dog and a soda. It's in the background, and it's so stupid. A fucking hot dog at a ballet. They're passing a hot dog, and I love that gag in Naked Gun when the queen goes to her seats, and there's just these two scumbags
just hang out in the queen's throne.
and the queen's
and they're like, get out of here.
Because that always happens at sporting events. There's always two assholes who just try to take seats.
The boner at the ballet, was that Top Secret or was that Naked Gun?
That was Top Secret.
That was Top Secret.
Yeah, all the guys, just giant
jumping on the boners.
Jumping on the boners like that. But the fact that in the background you see someone pass down a hot dog and a soda at a ballet, that always made me laugh. Like it just, I think Top Secret for me. You're absolutely right. Naked Gun and Airplane are better written movies. But for me, just because I saw when I was a little kid,
So me too.
those sight gags just floor me every fucking time. Like I can't.
Anal Intruder still fucking.
And then when he fucking, it's just so dumb. But when they're escaping the fucking concert. And they go to the bicycles, and he goes,
and they all rail it right off.
They all ran off. It was so stupid. But I was like, I'm in. And then once you meet the resistance.
Oh, latrine.
You know what? To the earlier thing, I care more about Deja Vu, Dequois, and Latrine and Chocolate Mousse more than the guys in Heat. Those guys.
Latrine's always on the edge of death.
Latrine's always almost dead, and he shows up to tell him at the pizza place. He just showed Latrine.
You have to admit that this movie makes no sense.
No, it doesn't at all. It doesn't make any sense one bit. And dare I say it, is that Michael Go's finest hour?
Oh, absolutely.
Better than when he was Alfred in the Tim Burton Batmans, right?
Absolutely.
Like Michael Go is Dr. Flamant.
Absolutely.
Fucking great. Like I just that fucking.
Oh. Fuck.
The chocolate mousse stuff. He was my favorite. Just when they do that,
when the Pinto goes
ding, now that's a problem. Is now you're gonna have to explain to Colton what that means.
What a Pinto, yeah.
Right?
There's a lot of very outdated.
Oh my God!
References. So
the music stuff is a little outdated. Like the fact that he has a headshot of Cher in his prison cell is like what? Like there's gonna be stuff that years from now. Whereas I think. Even though there are dated things, I think Naked Gun and Airplane are going to be more timeless comedies. You know, like they're always going to be funny. Like a lot of it, but there's going to be certain gags here that, like, it was still funny, but that Blue Lagoon parody, right, with Nigel and Hillary, like that.
There's like 18 arms.
18 arms in that orgy, like. So fucking dumb. But yeah, like that. No, that's going to be harder to get nowadays, right? Because Blue Lagoon was such a massive movie, you know, like and to parody that like that's and again.
What happened? He was picked up by pirates. And
they did things to me that you couldn't imagine. Like And then, but that's the thing. Like, and even almost the Elvis stuff, like making fun of Elvis movies, is not going to hold up as much
even
longer.
Though even in the 80s, it was kind of hard to.
It was kind of hard then.
It's hard to because that was 20 years past that genre.
Right, but that line where she's like, "My father escaped during a balloon in the Carter administration." That's no one's gonna get that. Like, dudes get what? What is that? What are they talking about? Like, and especially now with Trump, they're like, "Really? You think that was bad?" Like, that's what we're up against. Like, that is. But God, that. I just can't stop laughing at anything with Deja Vu, Dequa, and and it's funny, Deja Vu. That's it for that dude. He was in Downton Abbey. And I'm like, that's Deja Vu. Like, I cannot take him seriously in Downton Abbey. He's Deja Vu. Like, that's all that will always be. And he plays that so well. Like, when that's one of the scenes I love about an actor just fully committing to being a moron is when is after Dequa gets when Nigel turns on him.
Yeah.
And he shows up wounded.
Yeah.
And he's like, Nigel's cut back the power. And he goes, well, what does he want us to do now? Doesn't get that he's the traitor. He goes right over and like, well, what does he want us to do? Like you fucking idiot. He's the bad guy.
He's the bad guy, dude.
Well, what does he want us to do now? Like, I love that part. That just fucking goddamn, that floored me.
I just love every scene where he's just like, all of a sudden they all look up, latrine! And then they all
and this guy's a wounded guy for no reason.
Whenever they need information.
Oh, fuck, latrine just shows up. I'm telling you, I fucking... Yeah, okay, I wouldn't say maybe cut one song out of the concert. That would be my...
Yeah.
The East German national anthem was hilarious. Where even if you bother trying to escape, no, never mind. Even if you do, if the electrified fence doesn't kill you, our soldiers will. Like, this is the lyrics of that.
That's their national anthem.
And talk about jokes they could never do now. The East German women's Olympic team?
Oh, God.
You can't do that now. That one's like, wait a minute.
Bunch of dudes in mustaches.
A bunch of jacked guys in fucking wigs. Like, okay. This joke doesn't really work anymore. You can't do this.
Oh, fuck.
God damn it! And then, but my favorite gag, I don't know why, but the one that always kills me is when Kilmer's, Nick Rivers is upset that Hillary's back with Nigel.
Yeah.
And he takes a swig, and he's like, "What is that? Gasoline!" And he does that Three Stooges, boom, 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 like it was just so
gasoline.
Fucking God! And then during the straighten out the rugs.
Oh God.
Straighten out the rug when the guys are dancing with their girlfriends, but it's clearly just a doll, and they're just like violently like whipping him around in circles. Like, that is fucking hilarious. They're just on the table, and then there's that one guy just like casually chewing gum, just like spinning a dead body by the arm.
Cody's not amused at all.
No.
That
not into
killed
it.
me. That fucking killed me. That was not Mel Torme.
Oh, fuck.
Sick reference, too.
I know. That's the other part is you can't. That one's going to take some explaining nowadays. That was not Mel Torme. I needed that explained. My dad had to explain to me that Mel Torme was like kind of a cheesy, like singer. Like, oh, okay.
Oh.
That was not Mel Torme.
This is not Mel Torme.
Mel Torme's been dead for 21 years.
21 years.
This is not Mel
This
Torme.
is not Mel Torme. God damn, that movie.
Well, I'm sorry you didn't like it.
I know.
I am too. I was hoping I would like it, but man, it's just that over reliance on those physical gags that.
So
just,
you
like,
say this is your least favorite of the Zucker brothers movies by far?
Well,
Of their well-known ones?
Of their
well-known
They've done some
ones,
stinkers.
right. Oh, they've done some shit.
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
They
They've
weren't
done
they
some
behind the
rubbish.
scary movie stuff, or was that someone else?
They might have
They were.
produced. I don't know if
They
wrote
were.
them.
Yeah, that was.
I believe they did like the later ones. I think like Scary Movie 5 might be them, or Scary Movie.
Right.
Somewhere along the lines, I think they did direct.
The weirdest.
Yeah, David directed
He
Scary
did,
Movie
yeah.
4.
The weirdest one is that
And
Jerry
3.
Zucker did Ghost.
Isn't that weird?
Isn't that crazy? Did you know that, Cody?
I didn't.
Jerry Zucker directed Ghost. I mean, that is wild to think about. But he directed Ghost. So he just makes like one of the all-time romantic, you know what I mean, movies. He has that in his, which is why they parried it so much in Naked Gun, the second one. Yeah.
2.5.
Yeah, that was like, that was, but that's funny. Like
So funny.
Yeah, that's. All right, so let's do trades. I say give Deja Vu, Chocolate Mousse, Duquois, and Latrine.
The whole crew.
All of them.
Put them in
Give them
Heat.
De Niro's.
You put them in Heat.
Make them De Niro's.
Instantly
Well, and
better
then-
movie.
Way
And then
better
you have
movie.
to put Pacino in
Yes.
Top Secret.
He's the Nazi. Make him.
Oh, Pacino could be such a good Nazi in that movie.
Oh, he'd be great in that. He would be great. I would do that trade in a second.
You take the crew, put them over
Yeah,
in Heat.
put them in
put
Heat.
Pacino in Top Secret.
Chocolate Mousse and Heat.
Pacino as Nigel would work.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could have the same gag as during the bank robbery. Like, all the cops are there, and Chocolate Mousse just takes, like, a couple of shots, and all the cops just fall
all
dead.
fall
And
at
then
the
they
same
drive
time.
off. And that, a little racist, too, is after he does that shooting, for no reason, there's just a black guy that walks up, my man, like, gives him a high five, and then leaves. You never see him again. My man.
My man.
I don't know why, too. I love Deja Vu not being able to break open the window. It destroyed his gun. It destroyed the sledgehammer. It was just such a... It was like, we're going to parody an Elvis movie, but we're also making a Three Stooges movie. Here we go. This is it. This is our film.
I love it.
God damn.
I love it.
Cody did not.
No,
Did not
hey, well, you
recognize
know
it.
what? He's not going to like them all.
No. But I mean, I get it. Airplane and Naked Gun are tough to
Airplane, I think, is, like I said, it's a far better written comedy.
he loved Airplane and Naked Gun. He just thought this Top Secret. Andre just gave
Andre's
stink
done
eye.
with you, Cody.
This affair's over. He thought that it relied too much on the physical gags. It was just all physical gags, and that was it. But I love the physical gags.
My face hurt. I haven't seen it in a while yet.
Right. Oh, Andrea was dying. We were dying. But I do, like, in a way, though, like, to defend the writing of it a little bit. That was fucking hilarious when she tells her sob story. You can imagine, no, I think I can. He talks about his mother abandoning him at a Macy's. Like that. So what did he say? Some people from Housewares came over and would give me some food and water. And like, that was fucking, and that's what made her fall in love with him. Is the Macy's jingle he wrote. Shop at Macy's and love me. That's what made her fall for him, was that. Oh, and then another great gag, writing-wise, is the romantic novel they're reading, where the guy comes prematurely. The romantic, that's okay, she said. It happens to a lot of guys on their first try. Maybe we could try again in a couple of hours. That's in a romantic novel. A guy jacking, coming prematurely. I thought that fucking, and then the fucking priest getting electrocuted instead of Val Kilmer.
That's right. Val Kilmer walks him down the Green Mile.
And then the priest is the one who gets killed. Oh, fuck. And then what the priest is reading, ooh, yes, ooh, yes, ooh, yes. Ipso facto, quid pro quo. He's just saying Latin
Just
shit.
fucking.
Oh, fuck. I don't know, man. It put it over for me seeing it again last night.
So good.
God, has you seen Colton? Has Colton seen this one yet?
No, I got to show him. He's seen Airplane and Naked Gun. I got to show him this.
It is. Oh, fuck. Tremendous.
Yeah.
So now we got to figure out. We've made our trades.
Yeah.
We've clearly swapped De Niro's squad with the Resistance. Chocolate Mousse. Latrine would clearly be Danny Trejo, right?
Clearly.
It's just Latrine. He just shows up all fucked up.
Fuck.
I think that's a better movie. I think Heat's a better movie.
I absolutely do,
With
too. I
Deja
agree.
Vu,
I
Duquois,
agree.
Latrine, and Chocolate
I
Mousse.
absolutely agree.
Oh, fuck. Oh, man. There we go. What do we do next?
Oh, I don't know.
This is tough.
We'll have to figure it out.
We have to announce it, don't we?
Do we have to announce it now?
I don't
Or
know.
can we announce it on one of the other rambles?
We just think about it later today.
Yeah,
Just
maybe.
keep thinking about it later today.
Maybe something will come up in conversation.
This is hold on real quick. Let's talk live here. Even though we're a week.
This will be
almost
2 weeks away.
2 weeks away.
This isn't even last week's.
I will say that I have been getting some review catalog movies
Yeah.
in, for like 4K releases. So I do have some stuff that I have not seen
Oh,
that could
Uh-oh.
be candidates.
Well, let us know. Let us know.
We'll rattle off 2 of them right now.
2 of them, I have not seen Full Metal Jacket,
Oh.
Oh,
which I have.
okay.
Oh, God.
And I also haven't seen The Goonies.
What
which
the
I have.
fuck?
What haven't you seen?
The Goonies.
Oh, come on.
That's it. Next 2.
Goonies.
Full Metal Jacket, Goonies.
Can't wait to do trades.
Imagine the trades in Goonies and Full Metal Jacket. We are gonna
Put Private Pile instead of a sloth.
Just Sloth is in Full Metal Jacket.
Sloth and Pile switch.
Look at this. So my buddy, look at this right here. Boom. There it is. Fuck you,
pick
motherfucker.
six.
Brady throws a pick six.
Ooh.
Maybe he threw another one. Maybe this is still valid.
I don't know. This is 2 weeks old.
This is 2 weeks old. Maybe he's thrown more. Maybe he's like
We're going into week 3 of the NFL season with this game.
24-14
24
Saints
Nolans.
right now.
All right.
My friend just texted me saying, unfair hot take. This is what Brady looks like without Belichick. That's what he said.
Okay.
Wow, shots fired.
Belichick did pretty well with Cam.
He did damn good with Cam. There we go. All right, everybody. Well, there we go. Thank you for checking out Good Willow Hunting. I'm excited now for the
Goonies, Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal
Sloth.
Jacket Goonies 1-2.
Sloth and Full Metal Jacket.
Wow. This
He
is
offs
good.
himself in the bath.
Which one do you think? How brutal. Which do you think Cody's going to like more?
Probably Full Metal Jacket.
Probably. But, that one gets a little long, too.
That does get a little long, too.
It's a great
I just
movie.
watched Goonies a couple weeks ago. I'm not
Still.
saying it doesn't hold up, but it's definitely, I think, a movie of our generation.
Yes, absolutely.
So I don't know if someone, Cody not seeing it and then
Right.
seeing it as an adult. I don't. It's
true.
It doesn't quite fall in the Bill and Ted's category of like you haven't
Right,
been there.
right.
But it's
It's
to me,
close. It's teetering.
It feels very generation, and you had to see that when you were young.
Who's Josh Brolin, the biggest star out of there?
Yeah, or what's his face, Rudy.
Yeah, Rudy. We have one of the starters in the Lord of the Rings franchise
Yeah.
and one of the starters in the Marvel franchise back in this
That's
movie.
probably the 2 biggest ones that come out.
I would
of there.
think, right? Feldman is a big what if.
Yeah.
He's a great. That's a what if the Cowboys drafted Randy Moss question is Corey Feldman. That was a big what if. He was a big one. All right, well, there we go, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you soon on another episode of Full Metal Good Willow Hunting. Full Metal Goonies.
Full Metal
Full Metal Goondocks. There we go. All right, guys, take care. We'll see you soon. Bye.